bench. This team's playing well, though. What does it all mean? JJ's in Fresno. A. Marie and I, beautiful downtown Albuquerque, New Mexico. Glad you're with us this morning. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Outlet.
Telling it like it is.
When
She slips it in just a... Still some time. Montoya, plenty of room. Yes! Wide open long ball for Jason Montoya.
here. And you're not playing favorites. If you tell me I love Josiah Alec, just see. You and I have been doing this long enough. You know when a guy's just giving you some canned media answer, and when a guy is kind of speaking a little bit from his heart, and you could tell he was speaking from his heart a little bit, and it mattered to him. This place is some place that has left an indelible mark in one basketball season, and I would argue with you that he's left an indelible mark on this program. And I think you're going to remember Morris Udeze, and we're going to be that again. We were told that the fan base is aging out.
Playing a really small arena. Houston's arena is really small.
Cameron Indoor's not that big.
But you have something.
You're relevant in conversations. You've got all these respected talking heads around America realizing you're here again. Richard Pitino said the brand was down. He's right. Well, the brand of Lobel basketball has been rejuvenated this year. You get an SI article. Sports Illustrated does this big piece on the Pit. So, yeah, all these things we talked about, well, it's too late. Okay. All right. But I think we proved something this year. And it's everything you've said, and this is your thing, man. And you're not the only guy. Winning. Give me something that's exciting, that's compelling, that I want to go watch.
Yeah, and I think the key in that, too, is you're not trying to shame anybody.
No.
Just like, oh, you weren't there when your team was losing. You're not a real fan. No, that's the life, man. As much as we love sports, it's not just easy to show up every single game in and game out if you're not even getting a return as a fan, and then so you'll take your step back. You'll watch it on TV. You'll listen to it on the radio. And that's with anything, man. We can talk about the top of the top down to the lowest of the lows in athletics where people have their investment. But it was a big thing for the University of New Mexico to see that this community is still all in with basketball. It's a big thing for these players to see that. And that's why you're able to get commitments with high-profile high school kids coming in. You mix them in with the transfer portal, and Richard Pitino understands program development in this era. You got to do both, and you'll know more about, of course, the transfer portal and the stuff when the season ends and you find out all the players that are in it. But all right, they're checking the boxes on the two freshmen that they're bringing in, and they've shown you that they hit 4 home runs in the transfer portal.
Yeah.
So far.
And look, games are late. I understand that. But there's been 8 o'clock, 8:30 weekday starts, and it's snowing outside, and you're there. 3 years ago, was that COVID? Whatever. A few years ago, getting 8,000 in the Pit, right? Announcing 11, right? Now, you're filling it out. Jack says, I'm cheering for the Rams. Jeff, nervous Lobo fan, will be working the remote tonight, cheering for Colorado State. P.S. Why are all these critical Mountain West games on Tuesday night and all late post times? Well, the league's been playing Tuesday and Wednesday, and then Friday or Saturday. That's what this league's been playing. And the late post times are filling those windows on CBS and Fox. Look, here's one thing I have not heard this year. I can't find the game, Jeff. Why do I have to get on some? No, every one of your games, now not every game in the Mountain West, but every one of your games has been on CBS Sports Network or Fox Sports 1, right? Now, the reason is because you're filling those late windows. So that's the reason. Last night was a Monday night game at 7 o'clock, which was a wonderful time to watch a game because there weren't a lot of games on CBS Sports last night. I don't know if the Lobos are on Fox Sports 1 or CBS. You go to one or the other. Well, that's why, Jack, because TV dictates this, and that's when the windows are, and that's where you're going, and I mean that's just what it is. But yeah, this not a Thursday Saturday league like it was back in the day. This is a typically Tuesday or Wednesday, and then Friday or Saturday. Now with the league championship tournament next week, things got pushed back a little, but that's why. That's why. Eddie Nunes is here. He's going to be in studio coming up at 8:30 this morning. We're going to talk to the athletic director at UNM, catch up with them. It's a big day for UNM, not just senior night, but he'll tell you about the day of giving as well. The year moves along quickly, doesn't it? And as we head into spring now, we tend to let some things be undone. Do not let taking care of you go undone. Gentlemen, if you're dealing with natural things like fatigue, weight gain, depression, even erectile dysfunction, do yourself a favor and call New Male. New Male's helped thousands of men feel better right here in Albuquerque. They'll help you deal with these things. You'll feel better. You'll perform better. Do this for you. And also now for men and ladies dealing with hair loss, New Male's your solution as well. Call them at 505-652-1688 or online at newmale, NUMALE.com. New Male's professionals will walk you through the options. You'll choose what's best for you. Platelet-rich plasma hair therapy that uses your own platelets to stimulate stem cells deep in your hair follicle to stop hair loss and regrow hair, to FDA-cleared clinical hair restoration laser that's proven to regrow hair. Neograft hair transplants, which produce natural-looking results in less than a week with no linear scarring. So men and ladies, give them New Male a call at 505-652-1688 or online at New Male. That's NUMALE.com.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Sometimes it's the small things that make life easier, like never worrying about being declined at an ATM when only cash will do. With You're Covered from US Eagle, we'll cover you, even if the money's not there. That's a good feeling. And we do it with no extra fees or penalties. It's called trust, and we think that's important, especially if we're asking you to trust us. At US Eagle, that's just part of what it means when we say people mean more.
Check it out.
What is it?
It's a time machine, bro. I could jump into the future and get my paycheck early.
I already get my paycheck early at US Eagle.
Get your paycheck up to 2 days early with US Eagle Early Payday. Now's a great time to have your checking with US Eagle.
Time machine.
Your girlfriend breaks up with you in 22 hours, 53 minutes.
Wait, what? Seth?
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers.
We're the ones who go before all others.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Hi everyone, my name is Master Sergeant Jacob Groves. I am a Air Force Special Warfare pararescueman. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Network and New Mexico Youth Sports. Air Force Special Warfare operators are critical thinkers. They maintain a high level of fitness, they take initiative, and they don't quit. For more information on Air Force Special Warfare, contact me at the number listed below.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
As a mom, I try to make the best choices for my family and our health. That's why I choose Western Sky Community Care. It's a Medicaid plan with quality health coverage and special benefits like Boys and Girls Club membership credit, additional dental benefits, and wellness and support programs. I decide which Medicaid plan is right for us. I choose Western Sky Community Care.
Learn more about Western Sky Community Care by visiting discoverwesternsky.com today.
Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers. We're the ones who go before all others.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Download the KNML app in the Google Play or iTunes App Store. Just search KNML.
All right, senior night at the Pit tonight. I think we'll have a good crowd. It's interesting. At the same time, Colorado State will be playing San Jose State, and you care about that because, well, you're tied with San Jose State, and you need the Spartans to lose. Ken says, as I was watching Wyoming game last night, the second most presaged words ever uttered on the OD, Jeffrey, rang in my ears. The world needs new refs. I have no idea what's a foul anymore, and sadly, neither do they. I said, all right. Then there's this one. Mike says, an 8th grader talking to JJ. Jeff Ballou, the public just wants to talk to the star of New Mexico's #1 sports talk show. Absolutely. And he says, P.S., I'm going to take the other side of the fan argument. People return to Dream Style this year, but if global basketball doesn't finish strong, it's going to be harder to get them to come back. Okay? Harder than what? Harder than it was before? Like, I think there's an excitement amongst global basketball. I think when people back away from this season and realize what happened, I think there's an excitement. I disagree with him a little bit. I don't know where you are. Do you think it's – I mean – look, you're gonna have to work. It's not done. It's not a done product. And you're gonna hear from Richard Pitino here in a second on that. But I think there's a big difference in where you were a minute ago and where Lobo fan is now. I think they're coming back.
Yeah, to me, it's also just looking at the roster, and if there's names that return, if you return. House, Mashburn, and Alec with the excitement of the freshmen, that changes things.
All right, here's what Richard Pitino said yesterday, and this is about building a program, and this is where, JJ, your point on the whole perspective changing when you were 13-0, whatever, right? And you can go back. Okay, if I'd have told you back whenever this was how your season was going to go, would you have been happy? And how the bar got raised. Here's what Richard said about that yesterday.
Yeah, and that's the key. I keep trying to tell people, although the fans have come back, over 200,000 fans in the Pit this year, over 5 crowds of over 15,000, which is amazing. That may make you believe that we're ahead of schedule in the other departments. We're not. We have to understand that our fans are so far ahead of where we need to be. And that's why the fans are amazing. But with that being said, we've got to build and we have to recruit, and it takes multiple recruiting classes. And what do you sell? When we first got here, so much of it probably was about what I had done with players at Minnesota and FIU and assistant coach at Louisville, at Florida, and so on. Well, now you start to build your body of work at New Mexico, and you can show to somebody that maybe if it's Morris in the portal, like, hey, you come to us, like, we can help your career. And we feel like with Morris, we were transparent, and we feel as though he's in a better place now for his professional career than when he was when he got here in the first place. Our program is better as well because of Morris. So, that certainly will go to recruits. Recruiting's going great, and things like that certainly help.
All right, so, JJ, that's where I disagree with the emailer who says, well, if the season doesn't end right, then the fans aren't coming back next year. I just don't buy that. Now, while Richard says, and I think he's right, the fans are ahead of where the program actually is, put in perspective so hard when you're in the middle of it. You're in year 2 of something that kind of was brought down to the studs, right? I mean, who are the players when Richard Pitino got here, right? Who were they?
And what they went through in the COVID year.
Yeah.
It was different than anything else.
Yeah. And so here you are in year 2, and you were the final unbeaten team in America. You were ranked at different points of the season. You were in the NCAA tournament almost the whole year until now, the last couple of weeks, and you're not done yet. And you got an opportunity to be competitive in a conference tournament, and there most likely will be postseason. I say that to you in October, you're like, okay, yeah, that's good. No, that's good in year 2. I understand the bar got raised when you were sitting there when you were 13-0 and 14-0, and we'll talk about it. And we're going to talk about building the program. Eddie Nunez is in studio. We're going to talk with the UNM athletic director. It's a big day for UNM, the day of giving, but obviously so much going on with the basketball season coming to an end and everything else that's going on. So baseball's off to a rip-roaring start. But I got a sweet deal for you. And Brandon's in from Electric Playhouse because we got something really, really cool for you. How you doing?
Hey, good. How are you guys?
It's good to see you. So Electric Playhouse is just such a cool spot. And you have going on, especially for spring break. Now, if people aren't going out of town for spring break, and a lot of people aren't, you've got a sweet deal going, and we're going to put it live on our website, sportsanimалabq.com. Go live there right at 9 o'clock. Click on the sweet deal icon, and for half price, this will be $50, get you a $100 value. 4 tickets, it's pizza and soda and everything that's going on at Electric Playhouse.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, if you haven't been to Electric Playhouse, it's like stepping into a video game. So we don't have any VR goggles, anything. You walk in and the walls and floors react to you. So it's a really cool space. And we also have a
What does that mean? When you say the walls and floor react to you, explain that to people. Somebody's sitting at home going, wait, what does that mean, man? My car doesn't even react to me. So what does that mean?
Yeah, so you walk in and we have games on the walls and floors. And so as you step over them, they start to react as if you're in a video game. And so it gamifies the whole space. So we have games for, 1 to 2 players all the way up to 48 people at one time.
So cool. Let people know where you are and if there's a website they can look at it, because I think on the website, I know you can get a better idea what this all means.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're right at Coors and I-40, so super easy to get to from anywhere in town. And we also have a full restaurant. That's part of why we wanted to do this sweet deal. So we've got a new chef, new elevated menu, and so we really want people to get out and try it.
It's the Atomic Cafe, which
Oh,
is
yeah.
which is there. It's probably a lunch spot for you if you're on the west side or wherever you are. You're looking for another lunch spot. This is a good spot for you as well.
Yeah, on the weekends, we're open for
Our website, sportsanimалabq.com. Click on the sweet deal icon. Do it at 9 o'clock. That's when the sweet deals go live. There's only 50 of them. When they're gone, they are gone. Brandon, appreciate you coming by. Best of luck with the new restaurant. Looking forward to getting out there and trying the new menu, and thanks for stopping by. Have fun running around Radio Row.
Awesome. Thanks.
See you.
Take care.
It's our sweet deal. It's Electric Playhouse, and it'll go live on our website right at 9 o'clock, sportsanimалabq.com. When we come back, it's a big day. It's the Lobo Giving Day, and it's a big, big deal. Eddie Nunez is in studio. We're going to talk about what that means, where the dollars go, and get you just kind of an up. Makes qualifying simple. So visit refundspro.com to see if you qualify instantly. That's refundspro.com.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Check it out.
What is it?
It's a time machine, bro. I could jump into the future and get my paycheck early.
I already get my paycheck early at US Eagle.
Get your paycheck up to 2 days early with US Eagle Early Payday. Now's a great time to have your checking with US Eagle.
Time machine.
Your girlfriend breaks up with you in 22 hours, 53 minutes.
Wait, what? Seth?
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
We fight the battles no one hears